What?
That's the Tool Time. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The Tim Allen Tool Time. You know, where Donkey goes, what? It's from Tool Time, where Tim Allen goes, what? And then only Donkey uses that reaction, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Tim Allen?
I know who Tim Allen is.
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Also the Tool Time video game, where it's like a
Also
side-scrolling
Home
shooter.
Improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, Home Improvement. Tool Time was like a show on Home Improvement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. There's Home Improvement,
Oh,
the actual
right.
Then Tim Allen has a show on Home Improvement called Tool Time.
Yeah, I remember that.
I should have just said Home Improvement, but I said.
Yeah.
But there's a Tool Time video game that's not Home Improvement video game, it's Tool Time video game. Where you play as Tim Allen and you get a bunch of different guns and you have to fight like aliens and shit. Because that's how video games used to be. So like, how do we do first of all, they just wouldn't make a video game based off like a sitcom like that. I guess they made games based off of like Lizzie McGuire and Cory in the House and stuff on the Nintendo DS back in the day. But I ain't never played those games.
What are those games even, like, what do you even do?
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
But there's also like Kate and Ashley games on GameCube and stuff, and Barbie games and Bratz games, and a bunch of games that people don't even know exist basically, and never played, and if they did, they wouldn't like it. So,
Have you ever watched Shaggy the Dog?
Shaggy the Dog?
When Tim Allen turns into a dog?
Is this a movie where
Yeah.
our dog is voiced by Tim Allen?
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
It's Tim Allen turns into Shaggy the Dog.
I don't like it.
Why?
Well, is it good?
I don't remember.
Is it your favorite movie or something?
It was my favorite movie. Every
bad?
time I went to my grandparents' house, we watched it.
Have you seen Homeward Bound? I think that's the only talking animal movie I think I liked as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, where they get... It's
like
three animals get lost in
Yeah.
Canada and they have to...
Oh.
And they have to find their way back.
Yeah.
They made remakes eventually, but the original was good. They were just
I
like...
remember that.
It was like one dog who was old, and he's like, I'm telling you, man, we're fucked. And then there's a young, scrappy dog like, nah, man, anything we do, we can do anything, man. And then there's a cat. That's the girl. And she's like, I'm a sassy girl. So, I don't really remember anything about it. I just remember liking it as a kid.
Do you think of all cats as female?
No. But it is like girls, I feel like always make that association about themselves, that they're like cat-like or something. And I don't know. Guys are like dogs because they hump people's legs and pee on the pee everywhere.
Yeah.
So guys are like dogs, yeah.
And cats like
We
clean
get
themselves.
big red boners when we can't hide it, and it's like really wet and gross.
Well, cats like clean themselves and they're
Yeah, cats like lick their own buttholes and vaginas just like women.
yeah.
And they cough up hairballs just like, I hate them. Dude, I
It's
hate
not.
that shit. Fucking hate that shit, bro.
When your girl just
She's like, you're like macking on her, and then she's like, yeah, stop. I'm trying to enjoy this nice night. You're ruining it with your hairballs. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, there's like people say like men don't like owning cats because when I say people say this, I mean like 5 SJWs on Tumblr. They say men don't like owning cats because cats teach you about consent because because like if you can't just come up and pick up a cat, start petting it, it'll just run away from you. Like the cat has to want to come up to you. So you have to act like you don't want it, and then it'll come up to you and be like, "No, pay me attention." But if you actually like, want to pet it, it'll just like run away from you, basically.
right.
Unless it's like you've really close bond with it, then it's gonna be cool with you. So that's why they say that. I'm pretty sure like majority of people just like cats in general. So I don't know why. I mean, those people are just crazy.
Cats are like fucking cute and cuddly.
I want a cat someday. Whenever I get an apartment that allows pets, I might get one. But I might not. I don't know.
A cat or a dog?
A cat.
You don't want a dog?
No. I mean, I kind of do. But I feel like I need to be married so I can make my wife walk the dog.
Why don't you just walk the dog?
No, I don't want to do all that.
Walking a dog is fun, actually. You get to watch them piss and poop all over the place.
Great.
You can take them out.
You take it their poop. So.
Not if it's in like a neighbor's yard.
Oh yeah.
Bring a big roll of toilet paper so you can wipe the dog's ass.
Yeah, great.
You don't have to do that.
Bring another dog so it can lick the
You
dog's
can
ass.
do that though.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but yeah, you have to wipe it, put it on your balls all the time. You don't have to do that, but you can. Yeah, that's a.
I like dogs. I don't know which one I like more, dogs or cats.
I've always been a dog guy my whole life.
So have I.
I'm ready to be a cat guy.
Well,
But I just want one. I just want one pet only. So
I think cats are low maintenance.
yeah, that's
Unless
why
you
I
get a
want
kitten.
Even then, like a kitten versus a puppy.
I think they're about the same. I really do.
one. Just have to train. Yeah, I mean you have to train them. I know how to train dogs because I've had dogs my whole life. I don't really know how to train cats or do anything with them.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I want one so. Because it's nice just
I think-
to have it chilling.
From my experience with both puppies and kittens, they're like the same. They're both fucking wild and
Yeah,
rambunctious. Obnoxious.
that's fun.
But yeah, I grew up with dogs. I had two cats,
Yeah.
but then one died. So we just had the one, and she was there. She lived like fucking forever. But she was always in the basement, and I played video games in the basement, so she'd come up and like
Yeah.
lay down on my lap and let me pet her. So that's why
Cats
I'm
will like
torn.
they'll find like interesting areas they like to be at. It's weird.
Well,
like that.
she was like scared of the dogs, so she
Oh.
never went upstairs.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, the litter box was downstairs, and all her food and water was downstairs.
My dad has a dog who's a little bit of a rambunctious boy, and then he got a cat. And then my stepmom convinced him that you need two cats because they become best buddies. So, which it literally happened. So, they got a cat that the owners were like, she won't eat and she's just gonna die. And then the other cat taught her how to do everything. And now they do
That's so
literally,
cute.
they do literally everything together.
That's so cute.
And she's afraid of everyone. So she'll just sit there. It's a boy and a girl, so it's like a brother and a sister. And like, she just watches him play with stuff, but she's like not interested in it at all. So she'll just watch him just because she wants to be next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, it's like when like someone's just watching you play video games. Like that's what it is, and it's like it's really funny. Also, I didn't know cats watch your screens.
Yeah.
I had no idea cats like watch TV and stuff. So like I like held up my phone, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was on my lap, and it just like looked up and just was staring at it. It's like, oh, you like fighting game footage? Okay, yeah, we'll just keep watching fighting game videos.
I think
it's really weird.
dogs can't. The frame rate is too high for dogs to
Yeah,
process, but I think cats can.
yeah, yeah. Cats are just. I don't know if they know what they're looking at, but they're like, they like looking at it.
There are some like dog TV channels that show at a
Like
lower
low frame
frame
rate?
rate so
That's
that dogs can actually comprehend and watch. But yeah, I
Cats are cool.
like cats. I think cats, like, when they're older, they chill out. They just like fuck off, do whatever they want,
Yeah,
and they just want attention sometimes. But dogs are like always puppies.
yeah.
They're always kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean they'll they do what you do. So if you like sit around, they'll just sit around. But yeah, if you are active, they'll be active with you.
Yeah.
So if you like if you like to jog or around and stuff, you can bring your dog with you and stuff.
Yeah, they just want to hang out with you.
Because back in the olden days, people brought their dogs. They just didn't leave the dog at home. They just brought the dog with them everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what dogs would just always be with their master. So and that's what service dogs are nowadays. But back in the olden days, before the Industrial Revolution, dogs were wild, man. And I mean wild in a good way. Dogs were awesome.
They're so pretty fucking awesome.
They have that potential. I think our society doesn't let them go to their full 100% power.
Yeah. I don't really want to... I wouldn't own a dog
Yeah.
for... I would like to own a lot of land if
Yeah.
I owned a dog.
Yeah. And let them like run around your yard, basically.
Yeah, because that's how I grew up with dogs, is out in the woods or farm area, and they just kind of run around and do whatever, but come back and eat.
Yeah.
And
if you live in like New York City or something, I don't even know what the point of owning a dog is. What do you do? Just unless you just want a dog to sit on Times Square all the time. Like what do you do?
I feel like dogs are just good companions to have. Like they're
are.
just nice to have around the house.
They are. I think that's why lap dogs become more popular.
Yeah, and I don't dig that kind of dog. They're all right, but
all dogs are lap dogs.
Yeah, if you're brave enough.
They will sit on you.
If you let them, yeah.
Yeah, they will. Because that's how dogs show affection a lot of the times.
You touch my
have
butt.
you ever been at Joey's house and have his dog sit on you?
No.
That dog is fucking massive.
I know. But like, whenever I watch Trevor's house, I'll sit in the recliner and his two pitties will come up and jump on me. And one will lay like across my legs and the other one I'll like cradle like a baby. And I'll just pass out. Like that.
Yeah.
Pit bulls are awesome.
I know, they're so cute.
Yeah, pit bulls are super loving and affectionate.
They are.
My friend had one, and it was really fun to play with because it's really fucking. You're really going at it. Basically.
Yeah, they're very. It's literally just like bad media rep.
Yeah, they set bad press.
Yeah.
The problem isn't that, like, they're not vicious dogs. It's that some dogs of, like, all types are vicious.
Right.
And pit bulls are bred for dog fighting. So whenever they decide to fuck you up, like, I watched a pit bull in my yard skin a cat in just, like, a bite. And then it came back over and was, like, just doing the whole, like, doggy, like, oh, what's up? Like, let's play. And it's like, that was fucking vicious, dude. Like,
I think they get too carried away or energetic sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they think they're playing, but then they just take it too far, which is why they get, like, a bad rep.
Yeah.
But every pit bull I have ever met is, like, the sweetest.
Really, yeah.
Like,
Just
most
really
harmless dog.
loving,
Yeah. Like, all they want is pets. And
any dogs in general, you can train to teach, like, it's not time to play anymore. Like, if you have a stern tone, it'll learn to, like, calm down. And, like, basically it'll learn that you're pissed off at it. So you don't have to, like, you don't have to be too rough or mean. No, I had a rat terrier. That was the dog I bought in high school for myself. And after he died, we watched on Christmas. I put on a video of rat terriers killing like little rats and mice.
Yeah,
that's what they're bred for. Is this a little dog that lives on the farm just to kill smaller things in it, so it feels like it's cool still? And those are fucking. And it'd be like 5 or 6 little rat terriers, and they're just like fucking destroying these ants. Like they grab them and they spin their heads, and then like the fucking rats like necks are all snapped and broken. And they just like drop them like that. He's dead. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, like my dogs
like,
would
dogs
go.
Can do that. Yeah, dogs will do that shit.
Yeah,
so.
My dogs would go find like a rabbit's nest and just fucking obliterate all the baby rabbits.
Are your dogs dachshunds?
No, I have a rat terrier and a border collie.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he did eat up like he found a bunch of baby moles like in like their little hibernation spot, and then he just had like a mouthful of them, but he couldn't fit them all. So I think I might have told the story before, but it was like
I think you told it to me.
It was like one body with like its head and arms, and the other side was also a head and arms. So I was like tripped out, like I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or awake. Because I was like, "What the fuck animal is that?" But I just he just had so many in his mouth, and then when I told him to spit it out, which he really didn't want to, he like was like growling at me, and I was like, "Spit it out!" It was just like then I realized like all of them are like bit in half, and I'll shoot up and shit. I was like, "Yeah." And then I made my stepdad clean it up because I wasn't gonna touch it.
Yeah, they'll bring like dead animals to the door and be like, "Here."
Like,
actually, awesome? Cats do that too.
Yeah,
cats want to show you the hunt they kill, but cats are like super predatory.
Animals are like that though. Animals are like, I hate this thing smaller than me. I'm gonna kill it. My dog bit and attacked the neighbor's cat, which was bigger than him, and it was. I was like really afraid he was going to like just destroy it. So I was like,
my dog tackled a motorcycle.
Yeah,
coming down the street. Yeah, I'm not even fucking kidding. He was scared of loud noise. He still is scared of motorcycles and like thunder and stuff.
Oh yeah, no dogs. Yeah.
So a motorcyclist went down our street and he just tore after him, tackled him off the bike, and like tore his throat open and shit and all this crap. Yeah.
He was okay, I guess?
Yeah, he's fine.
He didn't sue you guys or anything?
No, thankfully not.
Yeah, you have to get lucky if someone just likes dogs enough, I guess, to be okay with it.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I love dogs, and I would not
If a dog came up and attacked
be okay with that
like
shit.
That,
yeah, no. No, yeah, I'm... If a dog's attacking me, I'm fucking killing the dog as best I can anyway. Like, it's me or the dog at that point.
I don't know.
Maybe he showed his face. He took off his mask or something.
I don't know.
Your dog chilled out or something.
I don't know what happened. I think it hurt my dog a lot, so he just kind of ran off.
Oh, I can see that.
But it was like a low speed limit area. Like the speed limit there is 25.
Oh yeah. Oh, so like he couldn't like just take off or anything.
Yeah.
Like he was like going at a normal speed and the dog just attacked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably wasn't thinking. Yeah.
But like we had a shock collar on him with an electric
you go. He just didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't fucking care at all.
That's
and
crazy.
he was terrified of it. Like if he heard the collar beep once, he like dashed inside as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But he just tackled it and let the collar just shock him over and over again. The prongs actually like went into his throat and like cut it open.
Yeah.
And was shocking him inside his fucking throat. It was metal.
That's crazy. He must really fucking hate motorcycles.
Yeah. I remember I was like petting him. I was like petting his neck, and there's like, I took my hand away because he has like thick fur.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you wet here?
Oh.
And then like I like felt the cut, and I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
You are hurt.
You're a crazy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's transition to... Do we have anything to talk about?
We didn't talk about Dobrik.
We didn't talk about David Dobrik last time. I don't know if Jeremiah's kept up on him.
No.
He's made multiple apologies now because...
Wait, who's David Dobrik?
Alright, let's start. Let's
start at the beginning.
Let's start at the beginning. Okay, so there used to be an ancient app and website called Vine.
Right.
And back then, most of the funniest shit was just random ass shit, but some people got popular and they were all terrible. But for some reason, people liked it. And so all the really terrible people like Logan Paul and Jake Paul all made YouTube careers, and what they did was they like all banded together so that way they could stay relevant.
Right, so, they had that house out in LA or whatever.
So David Dobrik did his own little house with his own... Well, I don't think he had a house where he lived with people, but he had like a group. He had like his own team. And they would do YouTube vlogs together where they would do funny shit, basically. And like they would fuck with each other or just do like something weird in general. And usually be like something funny would happen. So I didn't know. I've never watched David Dobrik my entire life. So yeah, Shane's generation was more into that shit.
I remember talking about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I talked about this because I was telling you like H3H News is going fucking ham on him. And basically what happened is Trisha Paytas was a part of this thing. She's a part of this, like, I think it was a squad. The Vlog Squad, yeah. She's part of the Vlog Squad. She was dating, like, his right-hand man.
Jason Nash.
She's dating Jason Nash, which is David's right-hand man.
Yeah, they have the podcast together. They have... He's in, like, all the videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason is in, like, he does everything with David Dobrik, basically. And so... And he's also like 30-something, and David Dobrik was like 20 at the time. Or like 21 at the time, you know?
No, younger.
Yeah,
when they first started, he was like
18, 19. Yeah, he was like 18, 19. And so I just know eventually he was 21 because there's alcohol involved and stuff. Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't even know if he was 21 at the time. Anyway, so what happened was Trisha, she was doing like porn stuff at the time. I think she still does. Yeah, she still does porn stuff. But what happened was that she was getting like a reputation because in all these videos, David Dobrik would call her a slut and a whore all the time and keep making like whore jokes.
Yeah. Because
the way it worked was they had one black friend, so they made black jokes about him constantly. They had a midget friend, they made short jokes about him constantly. And then if you were like, don't make these jokes about me, he would kick you out of the squad because he's not a good person. And so Trisha, they kept doing shit with her, and they did this thing where she was having sex with Jason, And the joke was David was going to hide in the bathroom and go like booga booga and scare her. But then Jason decided to have sex with her while David was hiding in the bathroom.
And Jason knew.
And Jason knew David was in there. And then he said, go to the bathroom while she was like still naked. And then he put that in the vlog. And she's like, please don't put that in the vlog. People are going to be like, you walk around naked all the time in front of all your friends. You're such a whore. She's like, please. Everyone I know keeps people they don't, like, her fans don't come up to her like, oh, Trisha. They go, oh, it's the slutty girl from David's vlogs.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want that. And, like, I want to have fans. I don't want to have people who just literally hate me. And he put it in the blog anyway. Then he cooked, you know Tana Mongeau. Say. Yeah. And
TanaCon.
But before then, she also was friends with David Dobrik. And so she cooked. Jason wanted to have a threesome with Trisha and Tana. And Trisha said, stop asking. Stop asking to have threesomes. Like, it makes me super uncomfortable, and the answer is no. But they just keep asking over and over and over again.
In the vlogs.
So, yeah, on video.
Like, it was a joke,
yeah,
quote-unquote.
A quote-unquote joke. So, Trisha quits. But the way she quits the Vlog Squad is she starts taking off her clothes in the middle of the video, so that way he won't upload it. And she starts like she's literally having a mental breakdown.
So they were talking about the Tana having a threesome again.
Yeah.
And she started taking off her clothes because she didn't want it in the vlog, and she thought, well, if I'm naked, he won't put it on the vlog. But he blurted it out and put it in the vlog anyway.
Meanwhile, he is laughing the whole time and going like, look how crazy she is. And so then he uploads it, and she has a literal, like, mental breakdown. She's, like, running outside naked, screaming like a crazy person, and then she goes to the mental hospital. So...
She went to the mental hospital for trying to kill herself.
Yeah. And I might have some of the timeline events wrong. Fast forward to, like, 2 years later. Or, like, maybe a year later. It was, like, 2019. Yeah. Fast forward to now. To the end of 2020... Ethan from H3 decides to make a Frenemies podcast where the most hated crazy bitch is on his podcast. He's getting roasted for it left and right because he's actually friends with her. He does this thing where he turns the reputation completely around, makes everyone love Trisha Paytas. And
I really like her on Frenemies.
Also, his reputation was totally down the tubes at the same time. Somehow, these two people who were just hated just got a bunch of support and love.
Why was Ethan hated?
I mean, it's a lot to go over, but basically, people just... rewind again. So, Ethan becomes super fucking beloved in 2016 for making, like, call-out content. Similar to, like, Content Cop. In fact, he's really good friends with iDubbbz. And the whole point was that, like, he had, like, a moral righteous angle to it. He was never just picking on someone because it's funny. He was always picking on people who, like, really deserved it. And then he decides to do this podcast, which isn't nearly as funny. There's no moral aspect to it at all. It's just him just shooting the shit, doing his own thing. And he's not very good at it. And everyone hates it. And then there's, like, controversies left and right. There's the famous Goku Naro video this guy made this fucking huge long video about why he hates H3H3, and it, like, takes off. Then it gets pulled down from YouTube, and there's a huge conspiracy that Ethan got it pulled down because he has a picture taken with the CEO of YouTube. But when he met with her, he was actually defending Filthy Frank and saying you should be allowed to have edgy content on YouTube. You shouldn't take it down. Like, Comedy Central has South Park, and that has, like, sponsors out the ass. But for some reason on YouTube, it gets taken down. So he's defending that kind of content, which didn't really help anything. It's still gone. You're more censored now than ever on YouTube. So it pretty much fell on deaf ears.
On the internet in general, they've
Yeah.
They've pretty much censored the internet.
Yeah, Twitch is also super fucking censored right now. So, I think on Twitch you can't show your feet. You cannot show bare feet because people are like, you know, they just like, if I show my feet, people will tip me more money. So,
right.
Like, yeah, so the internet is really censored in general, like Jeremiah said. And so, basically, so people start hating Ethan for that. The Goku Naruto video has like a bunch of weird clips where he like literally doctors footage. People don't know this. People who like really worship that video is the same people who watch documentaries and never research them. But it's very clearly doctored footage where he just like edits like podcast interviews to make Ethan look worse than the actual interview was. And I remember watching it being like, oh man, this is so bad. And I was like, at the time I didn't think so. And I watched like all these in real time. And then this other YouTuber named Starkiller, who now works on the podcast, made a video where he's like, this is fucking stupid. Everyone likes this video. It's fucking dumb. I'll prove it. And so anyway, fast forward again. Then Ethan and Keemstar have to go to war. So all the Keemstar fans hate Ethan. All their little friends, like Turkey Tom, Nicholas the Oreo, and all these guys just shitting on Ethan constantly. It's this huge thing. And Ethan kind of like was losing out pretty big to Keemstar, which is pretty sad because I hate Keemstar more than I like H3H3. I fucking hate Keemstar.
Yeah, Keemstar's retard.
And then also, this is right around the time where iDubbbz is a simp apparently, and then Leafy comes back, and Leafy and Keemstar are like tag team champions right now, just shitting.
Stop.
They're just shitting on Pokimane and H3 and all these people constantly. And it's working pretty well. Oh, and iDubbbz. They're shitting on iDubbbz too. They're shitting on all these people. And I don't know if anyone even lost fans. I think it just gained fans for Leafy and Keemstar and put them on the map again. So then fast forward past that. So Ethan wanted to like destroy Keemstar and it kind of backfired on him. Mm-hmm. So Ethan is down bad at this point.
Down bad.
And while he's down bad, decides to do a show with Trisha Paytas. And everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You can't be friends with her. She's not cool. But then, literally, both of them just skyrocket in views, and everyone loves them, and they're like cool again. Just like that. Because it was such a crazy idea, and it ended up working really well.
Prior to this...
I like the Friend of Me's podcast more than the H3 podcast.
It's really good. I like it a lot, too. I like Trisha.
Yeah.
But before she went on Frenemy, she was calling out the Vlad Squad.
Exactly. So this brings me to this. She would call out the Vlog Squad a lot, but nobody wants to go against David Dobrik because he's extremely successful.
And David Dobrik was...
he's like an A-list celebrity at this point.
He was discrediting her.
Yeah.
Like he...
Well, so they would say that she's crazy because she's still in love with Jason.
Yeah.
And to their credit, she was on meth and drove into his house with her car because he was ignoring her. However, the other part of the story that they probably don't like to tell is that they were still having sex after they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like really stringing her along and like manipulating her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it doesn't help that she's on drugs and has mental illnesses and all this other shit.
And I think after that she
really needed help, basically.
After that is when she attempted suicide and went to the mental hospital.
Yeah. Well, she went twice. But yeah. I don't know it's hard to keep up with all of it.
Yeah.
So the first few Frenemies podcasts, Ethan and Trisha are just screaming at each other for the most part. Really rocky friendship because they're literally not friends. It's called Frenemies for a reason. She's dating Ethan's brother-in-law, like Hila's brother. And Ethan,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Aren't they getting married now?
Oh, yeah. Now they're engaged. But at first, Ethan was literally super against it. And then I guess one day he just woke up and was like, I have to get along with her. She's in my family. And she was getting in trouble for fetishizing Jewish people while she's dating a man who literally came from Israel. And it was ridiculous. The things she was posting were absolutely, like, actually racist. And he's like, I'm Jewish and you're offending me. And she was like, it's not racism. She's like, it's not cultural appropriation. I'm saying I love your culture. And he's like, you're fucking wrong. You're literally racist. Yeah. So they go this. After a while, they finally actually are real friends. Mm-hmm. And once that happens, once they become real friends, she starts talking about David Dobrik again, but now on the Frenemies podcast. And then Ethan goes, I'm going to look into this. And now David Dobrik's like just being destroyed. Because one dude looked into it and actually believed Trisha Paytas It's all coming down.
Well, who wrote the article? Was that because of Ethan?
Because they interviewed the person who wrote the article, and she said, like, yeah, you guys were talking about it, so I looked into it. Because Ethan started finding old weird videos, and people from the Vlog Squad who quit were coming forward, and they have no one would talk to them because no one goes against David Dobrik. So Ethan's like, come on my podcast, which has 2 million subscribers or whatever. Actually, probably more. He's like, come on my podcast, which has millions of subscribers, and I'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then people kept digging and digging because they kept finding more interesting new things about David Dobrik being a piece of shit. And it all came down to this article that just came out, literally a week or two ago. Actually, yeah, literally last week, Jeremiah. This article that, for a vlog, first of all, I want to get to one thing. They interviewed a guy named Seth. He was the one black friend. They said because he's from Compton, it would be more funny if we got him to do gay stuff, because black people don't do gay stuff. So, while Jason is dating Trisha, and she said she was uncomfortable with him doing stuff with other people, they dressed him up in a mask and said, make out with this person in the mask, Seth, the black guy, because it's a girl in the mask, but actually it's Jason.
So Seth thought it was Corinna Kampf.
Yeah.
Who's super hot.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, yeah.
He's like, oh, it's for a bit? Sure, I'll make out with her. Like, he thought the bit was she's like in an ugly mask or something.
Yeah.
So he doesn't fucking care. But actually he's making out with a dude. So the joke is you're gay, ha ha! Even though Jason is literally making out with him. Which means he's also gay. Except he's willingly gay. So it doesn't even make sense at all. So anyway, and then they did the same thing again, where they said, this time I'm not kidding you, it's a beef jerky ad, and they have the Sasquatch character from the beef jerky commercials. And you have to make out with that guy.
Oh, I forget.
It's gonna be I think it was Corinna again, or just another hot girl. They're like, it's gonna be a girl again. This time it's gonna be a girl for real. And I'm telling you,
I didn't know they did it again.
Yeah, yes, and I'm telling you, the contract they're giving you is huge. And he told his parents about this because he was like so excited he was going to be in real TV commercials. Because Vine stars were in TV commercials sometimes.
Yeah.
It was Jason again. He made out with a dude again.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
But the thing is, he literally told them.
That's actually really fucking funny.
He told them after the first time, don't put that video up. And then he was like, what if I pay you? Then can I leave the video up?
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I'm getting my friends and family from home disown me. They won't talk to me anymore. It's like, I'm literally black from Compton. People hate that shit. And they're like, so basically, so now we get to fast forward. So that's the kind of vlog content David is into. He's into, doing very morally gray things that it's hard to justify. He does a lot of things where it's like, he could potentially be sued, but he won't be because it's his friend.
Right.
That's what he's into. With the show like Jackass or whatever, they all sign agreements or whatever.
They're all in on it.
Yeah, They know they are literally signing up to be fucked with hard. But this is just random YouTubers, right?
Right.
And the legal stuff is not quite there. But so they have it. So this dude named Dom decides to put up an Instagram story saying he wants to have a 5-some and girls need to hit him up for a 5-some. So then David says, I should make a vlog where I get my fans to come in who are girls and we'll set this up. We'll set up a 5-some for you. Not like actresses, not like paid actors or anything.
Right, just
actual
people.
Girl fans. What could go wrong? The theme of the vlog is we're going to get this dude laid by multiple girls with our real fans. That's literally the theme of the vlog. And what happens is they all walk in, they literally say, we don't know anyone here but David, and they're not interested, and they literally only came because they wanted to hang out with YouTubers, and they never, they were like, this is a bit, right? We're not really going to have sex, it's a bit, right? So, whoops, it's not a bit. And so they all say no. So then there's a cut where David says, but after some persuasion, negotiation, we convinced them. And basically there's a huge time lapse where we don't know what happened in between. where one of the girls happened to be taking pictures and videos the whole time. Mm-hmm. So now we do know what happened. And what happened was they bought alcohol and gave it to the girls so that way they would agree. But they were still saying no, which meant they needed more alcohol. So they got really drunk, and 2 of the girls agreed to do it. So he was going to have a threesome with 2 of the girls. One girl was drunk, but still remembered what happened. The other girl was literally blacked out during sex. She was blacked out and she passed out during sex.
Well, they were both beyond the point of consent.
Yeah.
Like drunk.
And she said that her friend literally passed out and the Dom guy was just still fucking her. And she told Dom to finish in her so that way he would stop fucking her unconscious body. So, basically...
So, and these girls are like...
This dude raped 2 girls while the entire... Everyone there was trying to get them all drunk so that way they could have sex with them. So everyone was in on this.
Yeah, they were all
idea of raping the girls, basically.
They were all like 20.
Yeah, all the girls
were like 20.
None of them were of the legal drinking age.
So they bought alcohol for minors and then got them drunk.
Yeah, so even if like you read, there's no way to justify it. But
yeah,
it's like you're already giving underage people alcohol, and then on top of that. You know, it's like even if you negotiate your way out of this because rape charges don't always go through, like you still fed like underage people alcohol. So like, and I mean, I don't know how you argue against it because it's like,
and this is he already raped a girl at VidCon.
Yeah, well, he like tried to rape her.
Yeah.
At VidCon, no, but that happened after.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah, at VidCon, he like. Sat on top of a girl and like just started grabbing her tits because she kept rejecting him. And at first she was like friendly rejecting him because he's like the sexual guy in the vlogs. Yeah. Again, this is all just a bit, right? No, it's not a bit. These people are actually like this, and their fans don't know that, and that's the issue. And so he like started molesting her pretty much, and then she like ran away to her friends, and then. After that, he made an apology video where he's like, "I'm trying to be better," and the top comment was David Dobrik saying like, "It's okay, we all make mistakes."
Yeah,
and they stopped hanging out with him eventually, but
they actually didn't.
Apparently, they got a text from the girl that passed out saying like, "You need to take that video down. Like, I was 100% raped that night. Like, you guys raped me. You guys fed me too much alcohol on purpose."
Dom said, okay.
Yeah, Dom replied with, okay. And then David took the video down, which means it's David's channel. He took the video down, which means him and his legal people know that she told Dom that she was raped, and they still hung out with Dom. But it doesn't even matter. Like, it's bad. Dom is a bad person, because if someone passes on conscience, you shouldn't keep fucking them. But they're all bad for actually getting the girls drunk in the first place. These fucking drunk sluts. They're all bad for like.
And David for filming it.
And what happened was Trisha was there, and she's dating Jason, and David said, "Jason, go buy alcohol for the girls." Trisha said, "No, we need to leave because these girls they can't even drink yet. So this is fucked. Like we're hanging out." He's like, "You want to buy alcohol for girls who can't drink? Like we're influencers. We're gonna go down the shit too. Like we can't do this." And so they leave. And so Trisha literally knows what they did. Like, also, now there's pictures of them hanging out with the girls while one of the girls she's like this, and they're holding her up. And it's like, and literally like all of them are there.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is undeniable proof. It's undeniable. They knew that girl passed out. They knew she passed out. And yeah, one of the other girls said she had to dress her because she just couldn't move at all, pretty much.
I mean, that just sounds like alcohol poisoning. Yeah. Like straight up.
Yeah, they just got them so drunk that they raped them. And so they all tried to dance around it, but David lost all of his sponsors finally. It took a long time. No one cared about any of the other shit. Like, Ethan kept uncovering shit and it didn't matter, and then this is like irrefutable. Like, they fucking raped these girls. And so he finally made an apology where he like cried and he's like, "I'm trying to do better, blah, 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 blah." But it's like, it doesn't matter because like, I don't know.
You already raped someone, basically. Like, like once you do that, you've kind of like lost your opportunity to like get better.
I know.
At least in that way, like in the public. Yeah, you can't take back rape.
But also, it's like he didn't make the apology until he lost everything.
Well, he made a apology, but it was like...
Yeah, he just was like, I should stop hanging out with certain people. And it's like, it was your idea to get alcohol. It was his video. His video was, these are my fans. They were his fans. They weren't even the dude's fans. It was his fans. And he was like, girls, you gotta sleep with this guy so I can make a cool video. And they were mad at the girls, and then they were like, let's just leave. Like, let's tell the girls to leave, because they tricked us. We said, come have sex with our friend, or don't show up, and they showed up, and they're like, okay, we'll just tell them to leave. And then David said, no, I can get them to have sex with him. I just need alcohol. Mm-hmm. So it was literally David is just as guilty for...
That's what David does as well. Like, he just gets all his friends drunk.
Yeah.
And he stays sober.
That's what happens at parties. Apparently he'll just stay sober, and then he'll provide alcohol for all his friends, so that way he can make vlogs. Because funnier shit happens when people are drunk. And it's kind of fucked up and exploitative, you know? Because the reason why they all agree to it is because David's vlogs have like a bajillion views. He's a super poppin' YouTuber. So this was his way of kind of controlling people in a way. So...
Yeah. It was fun. If you want to, like, learn more stuff about it, go watch the Frenemies.
Watch Frenemies stuff.
They go over.
Or, just
it's like
even like other HG podcasts that talk about it. But now it's like a huge thing. Philip DeFranco finally covered it, and like it's lots of. I saw a Snapchat thing that was like David apologizes, blah blah blah. I was like, oh yeah, they're even talking about it on fucking Snapchat. Like the word is out at this point. Like, 'cause at first no one would talk about it. And then it was Insider was the website. They made an article about it, and they eviscerated him. He's done. Like he's lost everything at this point. Yeah. He might still have some fans, but like no one's gonna work with him again because he's a fucking rapist. So yeah, they got away with it for so long because they would just discredit the shit out of Trisha Paytas this whole time. No one would take her side. Trisha is literally, like, she has, like, really bad mental illnesses, so, like, even if you try to be her friend, she'll push you away, basically. Because she's, like, physically can't trust people, so.
She has, like, PTSD from the Vlog Squad.
Yeah, well, she also, like, her entire life is just trauma. Like, she was raped multiple times. Like, she was raped by her teachers, she was raped by her, like, when she became, like, a stripper or something.
She was a hooker.
Yeah. She was just, like, constantly abused, and fucked with, and then she became really like YouTube famous. And actually, before Ethan was friends with her, he did a podcast where he's like, Trisha's been in everything. He's like, I was watching Nathan For You, and she's in this as like a extra person, just like as like a hired person.
Yeah.
And then he's like, then I started following this like breadcrumb trail, and she's in a bunch of like reality TV.
Really?
Because she's been on Ellen, and she's been on like a bunch of shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Ellen?
She was on America's Got Talent. Like,
wait, she was on Ellen as like a guest?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ellen brought her on?
This is before she was a YouTuber though. She would just do random ass gigs to be on TV. She would do anything she could to be on TV.
Huh.
And she did the True Life. She's like the MTV show where it's like you're addicted to something, and she was addicted to tanning, but she wasn't really.
Right.
And so she got like a fake tan, and then they would just be like, "Tell us about tanning." She's like, "Oh yeah, I love tanning." So she would just lie to be on TV. So she did a whole bunch of shit, and then she became like a YouTuber after all that.
That's
like,
so funny.
She just did whatever she could to become famous, and then after she was famous, she's like started going to therapy, and she's like, "Okay, my life was completely fucked, by the way." So yeah.
I didn't realize she was on Ellen.
Yeah, she was.
What'd she do on Ellen?
She had a talent of talking really fucking fast.
Oh.
And then if you know her, that makes sense.
Yeah. But she just made it up.
She was on a lot of stuff, basically.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. I always was like her. Oh, I don't know if it was Tim and Eric Austin's show, but she did something with Tim Heidecker.
Really?
Yeah. She did something with Tim Heidecker. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find the video later.
That's so funny.
She just literally did whatever she could.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Props to her.
So yeah. So
she
anyway,
wanted to become famous so bad.
So look, I guess we were going to just say something about David, but then we ended up just explaining it because Jeremiah doesn't know. Do you have any comments about David? Well, you watched him.
I used to watch him a lot, actually, like freshman, sophomore year.
It sounds like a lot of people just watched him because it was like thing to talk about.
Yeah. Well, it was good. Like, it was funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It started getting bad because it was like the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But like some of his early videos were really funny.
Well, things always become cringy in time.
Right. So I liked it at the time, and he gives off like the perfect nice guy vibe.
Right.
He just looks like the innocent, nice guy.
Yeah, he's just this
goofball.
He's the most generic like white guy, short brown hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And like it was like friends joking around mostly, right? It was just like people having a good time.
It was just like friends hanging out, fucking around.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I learned that he did
like
that.
a bunch of weird shit going on in the background. Yeah, and then there was some rapey stuff going on. And like, oh, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think the Me Too movement's gonna last for a long time because a lot of people got famous and did shit. Like Dan from Game Grumps just got. He kind of got redeemed in a few days after getting canceled, but like I'm still not okay with it. Like,
what did he do?
He had sex with one of his fans. He had like a one night stand with one of his fans, and she was like, "Yeah, I kind of regret it because I didn't think he was gonna do a one night stand on me. Like I thought it was gonna go somewhere." And I can kind of be like, okay, if you're a girl and you're really trying to egg a guy on for sex, and then you're mad it doesn't turn into a relationship the next day, that's kind of on you. Like because you're consenting to sex, but if you're saying you want to have sex because you want to be in a relationship later, that's kind of on you. But if you're like a famous person and that's your fan,
yeah,
you should know better to say no to that stuff. But the thing is, people online said that he groomed her because she was like 17, but they had sex when she was 22, but he knew her at 17, which is kind of weird, but from what I can tell from their interactions, it was completely normal, like nothing weird. Like he barely talked to her at all. He was just kind of like, okay, cool. Like that's the kind of response he would say to her because she was a fan.
Yeah.
And so it was normal. It wasn't weird or anything. It didn't get weird till she was 22, and he was like, you're a girl. I can fuck you. And video evidence came out of Dan. And I watched the video. It's the most cringy, hard to watch thing ever because he's doing his Game Grumps voice.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally like, hey, look at this bathtub. It's big enough for 2 people. We could fuck in it. And I'm like, why are you talking that way? Don't talk that way. This is like watching Game Grumps. It's like, is this actually audio he sent to Egoraptor? Like, is this actually for a girl? It is. It's for a girl. That's how he flirted with. I guess because she was a fan. He's like, I'll use my Game Grumps voice.
Oh my god.
I have no idea, but it's the most cringy video ever. I'm like, okay, this is why Dan doesn't get laid apparently. So. But people said he was grooming her, and then when she came out, and was like, I wasn't groomed. I don't think I was groomed. She's like, maybe if you guys think so, I don't think so. Everyone was like, fuck this shit. Dan is redeemed. He did nothing wrong. Consensual sex between 2 adults. But I'm kind of on the side of, no, you just don't fuck your fans. I mean, that's what Pro Jared did. That's why we all hate Pro Jared. It's because Pro Jared made a Tumblr where he called Sin Jared, and he was like, girls send me nudes. And you can't do that. You can't do that if you're like a famous YouTuber. You can't be like, hey, female fans. It's just not right.
Right.
So I'm kind of not on Dan's side on that one. And Game Grumps is just still uploading like nothing happened, and it's kind of weird to me. I don't like it. I'm Team Oni plays forever. Oni used to. Yeah, until it turns out Oni's a rapist.
Oni was actually Jeffrey Dahmer and he got away.
No, but
Framed him.
I don't know. It's weird to explain. Oni used to be friends. I mean, Oni and Egoraptor were best friends in their teen years. Literally. And then Oni Plays was a part of Game Grumps. Not at first. Oni Plays was his own thing. an E-Director would guest star sometimes to boost up them views. And then, whenever they were down on their luck, Game Grumps was like, Super Mega, that's like Matt Watson and stuff I show you guys sometimes.
Yeah, that one's funny.
They were the editors for Game Grumps, and so they did their show in the Game Grumps office. And then they're like, hey, we do this for Super Mega already. We can rent it out to you at a discount, and you guys can work here and have access to all of our great shit. And they're like, hell yeah. So Oni Play started doing stuff in the Game Grumps office, that's when you have episodes of Matt Watson and Super Mega people on Oni Plays, because they would guest on Oni Plays all the time. And also Oni Plays people would guest play on Super Mega all the time. And it was awesome if you were a fan of like the 3 shows, because they were all 3 interchanging guests all the time. It's really good. This is when like Oni Plays was doing like the Crash Bandicoot playthrough where they invented the Woe meme and all that stuff. And then they felt like, then Oni and E-Raptor decided they hated each other and they weren't friends anymore. And it's because E-Raptor called out a guy who made a YouTube video that was in the style of like an old Newgrounds video. And then Oni was like, just shut the fuck up. Like, you used to have a sense of humor, and now all you care about is like being commercial and like appeasing your fans, and like, you know, you don't have a spine anymore. And they like, you know, so they fought against each other. Well, Ego didn't say shit. Ego didn't say shit until someone was like, you used to say edgy stuff too. And all he did was issue an apology for when he used to say edgy stuff. He didn't apologize to any of his like old friends that he threw under the bus. So, which he threw them under the bus pretty hard. Which I can kind of understand both sides, because I don't know. I understand why they would be like, hey, we probably shouldn't say homophobic slurs, even if it's, you know, you might think it's funny, but it's, so like I understand, but I don't know. I'm Team Oni Plays, okay? It's been decided. JonTron made a tweet saying, can I finally finish Sonic 06 now? Because he had to jump in on that. Oh, I'm making fun of Danny Sexton. Yeah. It's weird because he used to be friends with Ninja Sex Party too. JonTron was in a Ninja Sex Party video with Danny Sexton and stuff. But, you know, it all came crashing down. Actually, originally Game Grumps was going to be Ego and John were the main 2, and then Ross and Dan were going to be their side thing on the Game Grumps channel. And then what happened was John fucking left, and then Dan had to do both of the shows. And then that's why now you have Ross making Mario Maker levels, and they just play Mario Maker, and that's the entire Game Grumps channel right now.
Yeah.
It's just Mario Maker videos, which is what every YouTube channel is right now. So that and Minecraft just returned. Minecraft just came back with a vengeance. Minecraft is super popular again. Watching streams of Minecraft and YouTube videos of Minecraft is just super popular again.
It's because they finally, like, it was cool. It was really cool. Like, back when it first came out, everyone was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
And
it was like a multiplayer, free, like, super open world.
Ridiculously open world.
Right.
Like, it was like,
generated.
It'd be easier to, like, it would take you less time to walk around the actual Earth than it would to, like, walk end to end on a Minecraft map.
And, like we all, you know, everyone wants to play, like, Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley together, but Minecraft is, like, an online thing where you can all build whatever you want in the same space, you know. So, yeah, it invented, like, it's, like, the only game like it, pretty much, so.
And then it became really popular, and kids started playing it, and all the hardcore video game people were like, oh, it's for, like, a bunch of little fucking kids, and it's like, no, it's a dope-ass game that kids are playing, too, like...
Everything starts out cool, and then it gets overloaded, and then everyone thinks it's cringy now.
Yeah.
But now it's come back. Like,
yeah.
It came back hard. Out of nowhere, people just love Minecraft again, and I'm for it. I think it's fine. You know what I think it might be is people kept making like those graphics mods for it, where like the lighting looks fucking beautiful, or like the grass looks like real grass now and stuff. Like the mods are fucking dope for Minecraft.
Yeah, they got ray tracing and shit.
Yeah. So like, yeah, Minecraft is cool now and popular again, and yeah. So if you want to pop off on YouTube, make some Minecraft content, just like how it used to be.
Yeah.
We've reverted back to Minecraft. Fortnite no longer is... Well, I think Fortnite's still one of the most streamed things on Twitch, though. But Minecraft is, like, right up there. I'm not sure what the most streamed game is right now. I don't think it's Fortnite anymore. I think things just kind of...
Yeah, I don't know what it would be right now.
I think things might have just balanced out.
For a minute, it was Among Us with all the...
Among Us was... Yeah, I think it was Fall Guys for like a week, and then Among Us came out and just completely destroyed Fall Guys' momentum. Now no one even talks about Fall Guys anymore.
Yeah.
Hold on. Most streamed game. No, not tame. Game on Twitch. Minecraft, and then Overwatch, and then League of Legends. Minecraft, then Just Chatting, then Fortnite and Valorant. Yeah, it's Minecraft.
Damn.
So GTA 5 and League of Legends are up there too. Yeah, Fortnite is really up there, so is League of Legends, and so is GTA. But yeah, Minecraft is the number one.
It's crazy that League of Legends is still so
is
big.
Like number 2. And Just Chatting is not a game. That means you're literally just talking to your audience. That's like what Hassan does. Yeah. Which is, it's funny that Minecraft is like more streamed than people just talking.
Yeah.
Because now, back in the day, Twitch was only for gaming. Now you can do pretty much anything you want on it.
They're trying to be YouTube.
Yeah. And YouTube's trying to be Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's hurting both platforms. They just both suck a little bit more because of it. Just stay in your lane.
We need a new video service. Not connected to Google.
Yeah, or Amazon.
Yeah,
we
just an independent, like...
It's impossible, because once you make one, then it gets bought up. It's just impossible. YouTube almost bought Twitch. That would have been... How's that not a monopoly law? I don't know.
They don't fucking care about monopoly laws. Like,
yeah.
If you actually look into any of that shit with any industry, it's like... Somebody, like, owns my life. Like, yeah. I am totally, like... I am not, like... This is not what America was supposed to be.
Yeah. One company owns literally everything.
Yeah, it's like, dude, Jeff Bezos could walk in my house and, like, rape my cat and then kill me on, like, live stream, and he'd be, like, he could walk down the street after that. No one would give a shit. Yeah. Like, it's fucking, yeah.
My Christian friend just sent me a message saying that they think they're agnostic. So I have to be like...
One step further to the truth.
Well, agnostic is fine. That's the same. It's the same thing. People say it's not the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. But if you say it to someone like Val, she'll be like, "What? No, it's not. They could be spiritual stuff." And that's the only people who get offended are people who actually like do somewhat believe in something. But anyway, right. Anyway, I don't know.
We don't have that much longer?
Yes, he is rapping. Oh, fuck. I wanted to talk about Justice League.
Oh, fuck.
I really wanted to talk about it. We're going to have to speed run this. Okay.
Alright. Me and you both fell asleep during this movie, yes. So that kind of is like...
I really want to rewatch part of it. What I want to do... Okay, this movie doesn't need to be 4 hours long.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Now, are the fight scenes with, like, in Atlantis and Themyscira cool as a DC fan? Yes.
Yes.
Is the scene... I watched a YouTube video explaining the fight with Doomsday and all the people from the past. Or like the Green Lantern was in it, you know?
Yeah.
Zeus and Ares and like all these like Greek gods were fighting alongside the Atlanteans to fight Doomsday thousands and thousands of years ago.
Darkseid.
Oh, sorry. Did I say Doomsday? Which one's... He's from...
No,
X-Men?
Doomsday is...
Doomsday... Is he the one who kills Superman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was in BVS, the movie before this one. Yeah, so Darkseid was fighting all of them. It was like Lord of the Rings, where at the very beginning of the first movie, when like, what's his name? Sauron?
Yeah, Sauron.
He was fighting everyone in the past, and it was awesome. And then, then it sets up the chain of events, blah, blah, blah. It was like that. But it was with, like, one Green Lantern, and then, like, literally Zeus and all the Greek gods, and then the Atlanteans all fighting. So that's fucking cool. But, the movie doesn't explain this. Like, The reason why you know it's Ares is because it's the same actor from Wonder Woman who played Ares in Wonder Woman. But, like, I didn't fucking catch that, and I watched that movie.
Yeah. I haven't watched that movie.
Yeah.
I just...
So how would you know? But, so anyway, in my opinion, those scenes are all cool. I'm going to fast forward through all of that shit and only watch scenes that involve the superheroes. I'm not even going to watch the Steppenwolf stuff when he's talking to Darkseid, because I feel like that added almost nothing. In a Cosmonaut's video, he said that there's a scene where Steppenwolf says, the mother box has sent a third mother box on Earth. And then an hour later in the movie, he reports back to Darkseid and says, the mother boxes can sense there's another mother box on Earth. And it's like, this is not an update. This is like a reminder to the audience because it's been a fucking hour. Mm-hmm. And also, the Flash and Cyborg aren't in the movie until an hour in, which I pointed out when we were watching.
Yeah.
So, like, here's what you do. You gotta watch the whole thing the first time you watch the movie. After that, you do what I'm gonna do, which I'm gonna just fast forward through all the bullshit and just watch the stuff. I want to watch the team building stuff, because that actually did seem pretty good. So, though also, I just feel like Batman didn't do shit the entire movie.
It's a terribly written Batman.
Yeah.
Like.
So, apparently in the original, I said this to Shane, and I posted this in Snapchat story, where Superman says, I know you didn't bring me back because you like me. And then Batman says, I don't not. This is not Batman. Like, I don't know who this fucking character is. Batman is... Okay, I'm not trying to sound like an edgelord, but Batman is supposed to be like a badass character. You're supposed to take him seriously.
He's a...
Take him seriously.
A Ronin. He's like a samurai with no master.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be kind of badass. Like,
you can have jokes, and Flash still joked in this movie, but everyone said Flash was the worst, most obnoxious character ever. And then when this came out, I was like, I thought Flash was probably my favorite character. And
Flash is supposed to be obnoxious, though.
When I watched the clips... No, but they were talking about the last movie.
Oh.
When I watched the clips of the original version, his jokes are insufferable. They're terrible. But all the jokes are like that. All the jokes in the first version are just, who wrote this shit? It's the same guy who did Avengers 1. That movie's fine. What the fuck happened? Well, what happened is he just wanted to make Batgirl, and they said, do this and you can make Batgirl. And then he didn't give a shit, and he did a terrible job. And then they said, no, you did a terrible job. You're not getting to do Batgirl. So anyway, yeah, I mean, Justice League pretty much single-handedly killed the DCEU. Like, not single-handedly. There was some build-up to... Justice League was like, this. If this movie's good, the DCEU can continue on. And then it was bad and say, nope, we're doing Flashpoint.
That was the cherry on the sundae right there of just bad movies. Yeah, it was like you fucking built to this, and it was dog shit.
If it was good, but it would have been fine.
It wasn't
like every other movie would have been fine.
It wasn't really Snyder's fault. It was their fault because they tampered with his movie, and I thought there was no way. I was like, what? The original, like, Snyder's movies are all terrible too. I hate them. I loathe Man of Steel and Batman Superman, especially Man of Steel. I think it's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't forget Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. That
wasn't Snyder though.
But
that isn't.
It's not him. But that's also the funny thing is that movie got trending too, because the same thing happened where he made a movie and then Warner Bros. Took it and re-edited the fuck out of it and changed the tone completely.
Snyder.
No. It was a different director who did Suicide Squad. But they butchered his movie so hard.
Didn't they go through like 3 directors on that movie too?
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if they ever shot though. Like,
okay.
Snyder literally, like, most of the Snyder cut was already shot.
Yeah.
The stuff added on was like the apocalypse scene and a few things here and there. But most of it is actually like originally was before the version that we saw.
Yeah.
And the problem is what Whedon should have done is he should have just took the Snyder cut and cut it down dramatically and then shot some new scenes to make it so that way it explains the plot faster. So it's not a 3 or 4 hour long movie. At least cut it down to like a 2 hour movie or like 2 hour 30-minute movie. I think Watchmen was 2 hours and 45 minutes when I saw it in theaters. No, it was actually a full 3 hour long movie. God damn it, like Snyder. And then the home version was 4 hours because Snyder just believes in 4 hour movies.
Why?
I don't know, because he puts in useless shit that it doesn't matter. And so anyway, what happened was...
It's like the J.R.R. Tolkien of movies.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Return of the King, that's 3 hours and 30 minutes, or... Return of the King's a long-ass movie.
And those are all long-ass fucking books.
Yeah,
I mean
know
the
what
books.
You mean,
Well, they have to make the movies really long because the books are so...
But a book can be any length at once, okay? In my opinion, that's totally fine.
But he puts, like, very...
Oh, I know what you're saying. Like, he describes every character's, like, weird hair color and...
Yeah.
There was... Yeah. The first... So I loved reading as a kid. I would read anything. I would sit down and read...
Lord of the Rings is, like, craziness.
Yeah, and... I remember I sat down and I read 120 pages of Gandalf talking.
Yeah.
And I gave up on that book at that point because they were like, chapter 2. Yeah, and I was and I was like, well, no, like it was a 120 page chapter of Gandalf talking. And I was like, it's gotta be over soon. And then I flip, it's chapter 2, and Gandalf's like, so anyway, what I was saying or whatever, and it's like, what the fuck?
You have to be incredibly immersed in the world, basically.
Yeah.
I think it was made to be like. Those books and movies are always good to go back and rewatch and reread, and then you learn new things. So I guess they're kind of banking on you skipping stuff, which is what I do when I'm really bored of something. I'll just start fast forwarding because, and then I'll rewatch it later and be like, oh, okay, now that I actually care.
Yeah.
Because the movie itself needs to make you care about everything, and it's hard to do that right off the bat. But that's why a good opening hook can really do it for you. So. A great example, Star Wars Episode 3. Terrible movie. Amazing beginning scene. Where when they're flying in together, and then they have to save the Chancellor, and they fight Count Dooku and shit. And then, that scene's great. So, it makes you care about the movie, even though it's not even good after that. Alright, let's talk about Justice League. Cyborg, in the original, he had no backstory at all. He just kind of was there, apparently. I never watched the original.
Yeah, he just showed up.
Yeah. I saw in the original, he says, my toes hurt. My metal toes. How does that work? And I guess in the audience you go, yeah. But that kind of joke's not the kind of laugh out loud joke.
I feel like, I don't know.
And Superman makes a bunch of jokes about how he died and now he's alive again.
Cyborg's also supposed to be like a non-serious character. Like, he jokes a lot.
Cyborg is supposed to joke, but you need the jokes to actually work.
Yeah. So
in the new version, Cyborg doesn't joke at all.
He's super serious, which isn't really.
That's Snyder's style. Snyder takes every character and makes them not fun. The difference is that in the original version of Justice League, the characters are also not the right versions. They're like ridiculous. Like the Flash is not serious when people are being killed. Like hostages are being killed and the Flash is making jokes. And
yeah, that's not.
Like Superman and Cyborg they keep joking around. Batman shouldn't even be joking at all, but if he does, it has to be like very like witty and clever at least, or subtle. It can't be like
I don't know.
I like you, Superman. The delivery is so. Affleck is doing what he's supposed to do, but the directing is I don't know who to blame. Because Warner Brothers is the ones who forced Whedon to do it. They're the ones who said make this lighter in tone, make it funny. And he's like, all right, I'll do what I can. And Superman and Batman are like flirting with each other. Yeah, it's weird. But this version, I liked Cyborg. I thought he was badass. The funny thing is, I liked everyone who wasn't Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, or Aquaman. I liked Flash and Cyborg, who typically aren't even people I'm into. That like even in Teen Titans, I'm not into Cyborg. Like the old cartoon, I don't really give a shit about Cyborg. He's only a Justice League member now because Teen Titans was popular and he's black. He's a token character. But they made him really cool.
Yeah.
They made him really cool. And I was like, you know what? I like this character. And I think the actor did a fucking great job, too. And he's got a cool look. And also, I didn't like the CGI, and now it's kind of grown on me. I think Cyborg looks terrible. He looks like he's Megatron from the Transformers movies.
They made him all sharp.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't need him to wear like a plastic suit or anything. He can be CGI, but Iron Man CGI looks fucking good. So what the hell happened with Cyborg? I don't know.
I wish he looked more like a Terminator, honestly.
You want him to be more like human-like, or
yeah, where he's got the like. So like in the first Terminator movie, where he gets all blown up and everything. You can see through his metal skeleton.
Yeah.
That would be cool if they had a scene like that.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Because he's basically Terminator.
They could have started that way, and then like after getting a bunch of his body ripped off, he looked more like how we know Cyborg or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. In the original comics, he had like a human arm on one arm, and then like he had all robotic legs, but he had like his human shoulders and neck and stuff. And he had most of his human head, just like a piece of eye missing, you know?
Yeah.
And over time, he's become more and more. I just have one flap of skin left on my head.
Yeah. No arms, like...
Yeah, he's just completely... He might as well not even be called Cyborg. He might as well just be called, like... I don't know, android.
Yeah.
He's barely human anymore. But he's a human brain. Okay, he's a human brain. And he's fused with the mother box. Did you guys know that watching the movie? Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Maybe I was asleep during that part, but... You
might have been asleep. We were talking through the whole thing, too. They definitely said that.
Snyder's way of storytelling is like... This is how it is in the comics, and so I don't have to explain it. And I feel like there's a lot of times where it's just like... It's just weird. Like, Lois Lane, for example, there's no relationship between Superman and Lois Lane, but then there is. And it's just like, we just have to know. So, like, you know, all that stuff's like... The whole movie's like that.
You're supposed to write your own story for like a movie. Like it's supposed to be based on comics. Yeah. Like the Marvel movies do that really well.
They build up each other, and then I will say Wonder Woman. And if you watch Wonder Woman first, you don't need the explanation because that movie gets you covered. So you can just watch Wonder Woman, and then and why she's with Batman. Because if you watch Batman or Superman, Wonder Woman's perfectly fine. I just think she does nothing cool in the entire movie. So
minus that opening scene.
You like the opening scene?
Where she ran by and did It was bad CGI, but if they had more time put into it, it would have definitely been really cool.
I don't think she did anything cool at all. But I don't think she used her laugh so much, which I guess you don't have to. But I don't know. It's okay.
Is there a reason from the last couple movies she didn't use her sword more?
In the Wonder Woman movie, she did.
Right, in the Wonder Woman movie, and then in Batman vs. Superman, did she?
No. It was nice to see her use her sword against Steppenwolf, though. I would say, Superman, when he comes back, I wish there was more Superman in the movie, because when he's in the movie, it's fucking awesome. Like, he beats the shit out of Steppenwolf, and it's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Steppenwolf, okay, you might have forgot, but I watched this scene a few times over, and this is why I can't just shit on this movie. I'm going to say how I rank this movie after we're done talking, but...
Probably soon.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. Cyborg is, like, doing shit with the mother box, and then Steppenwolf comes up, and he's about to kill him, and then right when the axe hits him, Superman's like, right in there, and it hits his shoulder. He's like, what's up? Like, no reaction, and then he uses ice breath, and then punches it, and his fucking axe he's using the entire movie, that he's been beating the shit out of characters with, just shatters in one punch, and he just beats the fuck out. And it's like, damn, Superman's cool.
I love that they actually use like his ice breath.
Yeah. Like he's not just I have laser eyes all the time.
He has never used that like ever.
He has a whole bunch of powers, and he almost never gets to use any of them in the movies. So
all he needs to do is punch.
He has like whirlwind breath too. He can like breathe like really heavy winds too.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of powers.
He's basically like the all. Powers in one.
That's the whole point. He's Superman. He's the most OP character. That's the point. And how do you use an OP character? You have to make him do OP shit that makes him larger than life and look cool. So
it's like One Punch Man.
Yeah. And it was literally like One Punch Man showed up and just beat the fuck out of Steppenwolf. But like they didn't just win. Though I think I was making fun of it when we were watching it whenever Flash started reversing time. Because I feel like they kind of used this one opportunity. Also, Superman can do that too. But it was cool because Superman actually lost. And why that's cool is because most people say Superman's so OP he can't die, and it's not fun to watch. Well, no, there's stakes. Superman died in Batman vs. Superman, and he died here too. Superman can fucking die in these movies. That's a rule that's established in these movies. Flash had to save him. And so that was fucking awesome. That was cool. So... I mean, this movie did some stuff right, and that last fight sequence was really fucking good. So, basically, how I rank this movie is, it's way better than Batman vs. Superman and Man of Steel. I still don't like it, but it's so much better than those movies. I actually respect it. So
1 through 10, what are you giving it?
if it was cut shorter, I'd probably give it a 7, but because it's 4 hours, I'm giving it a 6.
I was thinking 5 or 5.5.
Okay. So
Like, better than...
it's way better than those other ones.
Better than a 50, but, like, not...
Yeah.
Not a...
It's better than a... Yeah. If it was shorter, it would be such a good movie. But yeah, I can't give it that high because it's such a chore to watch. And the characters, they're just all very... I'm not going to call them dull, but they are just like... I'm not going to call them boring.
They're not fleshed out.
Well, they're one-dimensional.
Flashlight.
But also, yeah, they don't have their flashlights out. Cyborg has to, like, switch his arm to the flashlight mode. And then he's like, what? Who came in already? And Flash is like, what? It wasn't me. And everyone's like, he's super quick. This is a Josh Whedon joke. So, I don't know what we're talking about before we start talking about. Oh, the characters, it's not they're bad. It's just that they're Snyder. Which, like, Snyder-style characters are just, like, very serious and very dark and very edgy. Now, they weren't edgy this time around. They are in BVS. But in this time around, they were just really dark and serious.
Which I don't have a problem with for DC's characters.
I think it works in this case because in BVS, Batman is like, I fucking hate Superman.
Yeah.
And Superman's like, I fucking hate Batman. And Luthor's like, I'm just crazy. But this time, it's like, we have to work together, and we have to be a team, and it's way more enjoyable to watch. It is not as dark as BVS. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say, the movie's still entertaining to watch. It's just, it could be more entertaining, you know?
Could be a lot more entertaining.
Yeah. There was it doesn't have the problem that BVS has, where there's literally no action, and then there's all the action at the end of the movie. It's the most slow. It's such a drag to get through. I think Man of Steel is the same way. It's like, oh my god, get to like pacing. Make me care. I don't care. You have to make me care. So, what would you rank Snyder Cut, Shane?
Probably a 6.
6.
Did you see the original?
No.
I was the only one who saw the original.
What would you give the original?
Like at 2.
Yeah, it sounds really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently when they're fighting Steppenwolf in the original, Superman is in his red and blue costume, whatever. The black one's better, but whatever. There's a Russian family that needs to be saved because they're too close to Steppenwolf, so they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So instead of Flash reversing time to save everyone, he just doesn't help fight. He just saves this family. And then Superman is like, I can kill Steppenwolf by myself, but I'm going to go save that family. And then Steppenwolf just continues to beat the shit out of all the other Justice League characters until Superman comes back. That's not how you write a fight. That's not how you write anything.
I was wondering if they would put that in.
No, that was never in the original.
That's some Whedon's stuff.
Yeah, when you watch Avengers 1 and 2, where they're just constantly saving people in the middle of the huge battle. Because they're like, oh, but they're superheroes. They need to save stuff. Whereas Zack Snyder's like, they're superheroes. They need to punch each other in slow motion.
Yeah.
So much slow motion.
The Flash stuff worked really well with the slow motion, too. I will say.
That's what I'm saying. That first scene where Flash is like, it's basically doing the Quicksilver thing.
Yeah, and he just he runs out of his own shoes and
Yeah, the visuals were really cool. And Snyder is good at visuals in fights. He can direct a fight to have high impact. That's why the best scenes in BVS are Batman punching things. And Batman needed to punch more things in this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He knows how to do fights. I have to give him credit. That's why I like Watchmen. Watchmen, he didn't fuck with the stories. The story's already good. And they just make the fights look cool. Good. That's all you need. So, you gotta give him credit. He knows how to make good-looking fights. So. And he knows how to make good-looking Flash running fast.
Like a big pizza pie that's amore.
Alright, fingers crossed for the next Batman movie.
Is it still the Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that. Riddler's gonna be in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sign me fucking up!
Jim Carrey as Riddler, hopefully.
No, it's not Jim Carrey.
Why?
It's not gonna be him.
He played Riddler perfectly.
I think they're going for a serious movie here.
No, Jim Carrey is Riddler. And what's his face's Penguin?
But I want them to. You want guy from Always Sunny with.
Oh God, what's his name?
Frank Reynolds.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
He played Penguin in Batman Returns. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jim Carrey played Riddler.
And Batman Forever. And
Schwarzenegger played
Mr. Freeze.
And Uma Thurman played Poison Ivy. I can't remember who played Bane, but Bane was the guy in the mask. He just went. It was literally like her like henchman. It was fucking weird. When I was older, when I was a kid, I thought, oh, they do two villains in each movie because there was Penguin and Catwoman. Then there was Riddler and Two-Face, which Two-Face was what's his name? He's in like all these movies. Ah, man. He's the meme of like the guy in the newspaper looking like...
Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face, motherfucker! Everyone talked about Jim Carrey Riddler, but Tommy Lee Jones... Wait, what was his name? Is it Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah.
He was Two-Face! That's fucking weird!
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, he's from Men in Black.
Yeah, he's in Men in Black! It boggles the mind. I can't believe they did that. Yeah, but then they made Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze. But he was doing a lot of like more comedy-driven movies at the time. But that was also the only George Clooney Batman. So
yeah,
we had George Clooney and Schwarzenegger in the same film, and it was Batman. So that was
Those movies were perfect.
That was the famous Bat credit card scene where Batman has a gadget for everything. Pulls out the Bat credit card. There was also Batman and Robin are fighting at like a bank, and it's like all frozen. They keep sliding, and he's like, Robin. He's like, I got it. And they both go click their heels together, and then ice skates come out.
If you watch that, like, so it's an Adam West.
Yeah, it was super Adam West inspired.
Yeah.
We should watch it sometime.
Which one?
I think Batman Forever is just so bad it's boring. I think Batman and Robin is so bad it's good. The Poison Ivy stuff is weird. Oh yeah, that one has Batgirl in it, but it's Alfred's like niece or granddaughter or something instead of being Gordon's kid. I don't know, because Gordon wasn't really a big deal in those movies. That was more Batman Begins is when Gordon started becoming more important in the movies. I don't think he was even important in like the 89 Batman. Which 89 Batman is really good. It's probably one.
Is that with Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Batman Returns also. And that's where Joker is Jack Nicholson. Mm-hmm. That movie's fucking great.
Yeah.
But then Batman Returns with Danny DeVito as Penguin. That one is so off the rails, but it's still Tim Burton directing and Michael Keaton Batman. But it's fucking crazy. Like, just stupid shit. And Batman just kills people like left and right. That movie's bizarre. But then it goes to Batman Forever where they tone down the violence big time. But it's really weird. It's like, I don't know. Batman Forever is just like not a movie. It's just not good. Like, it's so weird and boring. You get Robin in it. Oh, that's good. I want Robin to come back. I want Robin in my movies. Put Robin in these movies. They understand Teen Titans is popular, but you don't want to put Robin in? Fuck you.
Alright.
Let's end this one.
Let's wrap it up.
Just like Joker ended Robin. Oh, we have to talk about the apocalypse scene real quick, though.
Fast.
Joker, what'd you think of him?
It was better.
Well, yeah, it was better than Suicide Squad, but anything is.
Yeah.
I actually hated that scene.
Oh, really?
I also did.
I really hated it.
I didn't care for it.
Because he said, I killed Robin. And then Batman said, Harley Quinn is dead, and I held her in my arm.
Yeah.
Show, don't tell, please. Yeah, it was just really bad. I hated it. Also, Amber Heard was there in the apocalypse future. Fuck you, bitch. You're not even gonna be an Aquaman 2. And then Slade is introduced. Like, Deathstroke Slade is introduced.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then he's like, Lex Luthor's like, you're gonna kill Batman. And then, Apocalypse, I'm on the same side as Batman.
Yeah.
Not horrible. Fine idea. But really funny execution of those two scenes back to back.
Yeah.
Cyborg and Flash being there is perfectly fine. Cyborg is badass. I don't see why he wouldn't be in the Apocalypse. Wonder Woman and Aquaman are supposed to be dead in that scene. Because there's a Vision Cyborg sees. Apparently there's another scene that... fuck. So many things happen. Cyborg goes to the mother box, and it shows premonitions of stuff. Cyborg sees multiple premonitions in that movie, and I'm watching it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Which, that's not supposed to be in his skill set either. Like,
visions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
he was
mother
like...
box was putting like visions in
Yeah,
his brain.
it's only when he touched a mother
But
box.
the problem
Okay.
is it's almost... You don't know what you're seeing, because it shows Wonder Woman dead with, like, pennies over her eyes, and it has, like... Then it shows, like, Aquaman's funeral, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently it's all going towards the future of this apocalypse world, which I don't know if that's supposed to be Justice League 3. I don't know what that's... That might be the Flashpoint movie. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is that? But it's evil Superman, because Lois Lane is dead. Throughout Justice League, they keep saying Lois is the key. You're trying too hard to set up the sequel. They did that in Batman or Superman. There was that random scene where Batman's in the future. It's so weird. Anyway. Fuck Zack Snyder, but Justice League was alright.
Yeah.
It was his best one, by far.
Bye.